Who said it? Wait a second. It's a parcel at the door. Anyway, we're playing the Stanley Parable. I guess... What? This could be... I think there's 4 or 5 different endings. So, we'll see what happens. See what ending we get.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Welcome back. I've played this once before, but I haven't got all the endings.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We're going to do the easy send-in first, where you just listen to the narrator.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I don't know how many endings there are in this. Maybe
Yet there
3,
was
4.
not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing.
It wasn't sheer luck, it was the voice in my head. Do we go down? This is easy so far.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized...
How many endings are there? Let me look it up.
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
What? No way. The Stanley Parable has 19 endings in the original game. Adds over 20. The Deluxe edition brings 40 endings. There can't be 40 endings to this. No way. Really? Fucking hell. 40 endings? That can't be right.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I mean, I don't think I'm going to get all 40 done. I might get 2 or 3 different ones done.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
40
Did
endings.
he have
Holy
the
shit.
strength to find out?
Well, let's press the button.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced
Bruv, there's no one here.
on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
What's Stanley's number? 472 or something? There can't be like 40 endings to this.
Mind control facility.
That seems too much.
To believe it couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life
I might have to adjust the
utterly
camera
blind
next time.
to the world?
Also, I've got to sort out the green screen. I've got to put a light in front of me or
The
something.
operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all. Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments
Yeah, but
away.
did he really
And
free
yet,
himself from command when we
even
just
as
following the
immense door
narrator?
slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
Wow, this
No
is the
longer
slowest
would
door.
anyone tell him where to go,
Well, would you call it a door?
or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be.
It looks like you're in a cinema, walking through the actual
all
screen.
he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
So that's got to be the first ending. So I think that's ending number 1. Yes. Okay, so now we're going to do
All of
everything
his co-workers were
opposite
gone.
of what he says.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible.
To be honest, this could have been a no commentary game, but why not?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult.
I jump?
But the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. What?
Oh, shit.
Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you
Nah, I
that
don't care what you
convinced
say.
that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
Yeah, but I don't want the help.
Let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay, we'll go through the blue one.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
No, you mean blue.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through... All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Yes.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley.
This is the
Help
real
elucidate
game.
these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You give me absolutely nothing.
Give me a gun.
far.
Make it first person shoot or horror game.
Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go.
The fuck?
Third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going
Rate
to
your
stop
experience,
you there.
1 out of
Now,
5.
Tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Let's say 1, see what happens.
A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Whoa.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
The fuck? The fuck? Game? What's going on? Have I glitched the game? Oh no. Oh no. I've glitched the game. I think I've glitched the... Oh shit. I don't think this was meant to happen. What the fuck is going on? Oh shit, we're having a seizure. Fuck. Yep. Brilliant. I don't think that was supposed to happen. Begin the game. Ah, don't say we've got to do it from the beginning, please. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Man, that's
Perhaps
annoying.
He had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section walk straight ahead to the opposite door, and go back on track.
Well, let's try a different ending this time. That was annoying. It glitched. I think it
But
glitched.
Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Really? None of the other doors open? Okay.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
You asshole. Don't ever...
No,
Hey!
no, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Let me choose.
Now, let's
I can
see.
crouch.
Went down, right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay.
I thought he was going to say the
I've got it now. This
code then.
story is absolutely...
Was it left, down, right, up, left,
this
whatever
way.
the fuck it is? Whoa. This looks like I'm playing a horror game.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close
Really?
your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
No!
And this time, suppose we don't wander so far.
Wait, so is
off
this
track.
another ending then?
Okay, from the top.
Okay, so I guess that was... Does that count as another ending?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We'll try one more ending. See what happens.
When Stanley...
The fuck? 4 doors?
Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move
No.
the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley.
Holy shit.
Let's find the story.
So many possibilities. Where do we go?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before.
Bruv,
Do
I've
we-
broken the game.
Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a
Don't
shot.
start,
Why
don't start
not?
again, don't start again. You bastard.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I hate Mondays. The
Okay, yep, it's worse.
doors are
I'm
gone.
remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other
Oh
direction?
no, don't
and see
start
if we
again.
missed anything.
That... How do I get in there? I've definitely not done this ending before. This seems weird.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
I've definitely not played this one before. Maybe there are 40 endings. Holy
Now
shit.
this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all.
What the hell's going
Is
on?
this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yes, I win. I beat the game.
Congratulations!
That's it.
I know you
I've
put in
won.
a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job. Oh, no.
You should have said you winner.
I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
No, I won. I won
Some
too late.
fair
You
and
can't take
square,
it back. You
and
can't take
this
it back.
was not one of those situations.
It was.
Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what.
It's a
might
place of
happen this
winners.
time, I have to restart.
Don't restart. I won anyway. Too late. I won. It's winners.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get
Oh,
lost,
I'm definitely
I've
going
employed
off
the
course.
help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Nope. Nope. I'm not following the line. Fuck your line.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
The commentator's gone. Wait. Seriously? Not gonna say anything? Okay. It looks like we have to follow it for now.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay,
Wait.
Stanley,
We're going
I
round
need
in
to follow
circles.
this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay, now if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa.
Yes.
Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize.
The narrator is
Sure
losing it.
where
He's
I
going
was
crazy.
with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
What? What fucking music is this? I've never experienced this ending. This is a wacky one.
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern.
Go back and look at what?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything. Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Man, this is getting weird. Wait, this door's never been opened. This could have been a no commentary. Wait, the fuck, we're back here again.
No, not again. Line,
This definitely could have been a no commentary video, but fuck it. Why not?
You. After everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Do we go?
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
Exactly,
We're
it's done
intelligent
fuck
people,
all.
right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
What direction? Oh, okay.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley.
Halo crossed with
I'm
Gears of
ready
War
for
and
it.
Resident Evil 2.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Man, we're going around in circles. We have broke the game.
A choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
Where do we go, left or
How
right?
important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere
walking in
the place
circles.
where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Ah, I can't go through the left one.
Oh, hold on.
The
what's
confusion
this?
ending.
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it.
Let's just sit here for all of eternity.
Do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it?
We broke the game. We broke the cycle.
Whatever it is that made this
We
schedule,
broke the mind control.
How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
I think it's just us. I think we're just stuck here.
Okay.
Stanley and the voice in his
I
head.
guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree?
I
I'm not quite
suppose.
sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
The hell?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the
So
meeting.
I guess that was
Perhaps
another
he had
ending.
simply missed a memo.
New content.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Okay, I'm going to do this ending. We're going to make this the last ending. The new content one seems good. Man, I keep falling down off the fucking chair. Whoa, look at this. This is like behind the scenes of the game.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited.
Maybe there
to see
are
the
like 40
thrilling
different
new
endings.
Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
40 endings, man. Jesus Christ, that'd be hard to keep track of.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it. I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Let's have something good. Come on, give me something good.
All right. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Oh, we can jump. Jump button. This is huge, huge content. Huge DLC added right here. Fucking jump button. What, you gonna explode? Ah, no, bastards. They took away the ability to jump.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting
Jumping was
content?
big. Jumping was a
If this
big
is
new part of content.
Then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more. Very good.
I want to hear him count to 30
I
trillion.
knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Thank you for enjoying the
That's
new
it?
content.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off
Really?
on
Does it
this?
say that?
I'm infuriated and I'm
Is there a
offended.
trophy that says
I
ignore?
intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game and we'll
Not
try
again.
to get back to what the
Not
Stanley
again.
Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
No, don't reset. You. What? I think the game didn't reset properly.
Psst! Stanley! Come over here! In the vent! I want to show you something!
Do you know what? Your offer is very tempting.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special
Whoa.
and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it.
The hell?
Just our little secret. Take a look. I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory
That's supposed to be
Zone
Steam.
remind you of how wonderful
2013.
Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched?
Stanley Parable
Back then,
Collector's Edition.
Video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
We've gone back to 2013. Wow, look at this. I don't think that's a real website. Go outside. Don't play for 5 years. Could you imagine if that was an actual achievement? Jesus.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com.
Never heard of that.
James
It's got to be a
Stephanie
fake
Sterner
website.
writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created. Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
What's that supposed to be? A level design? Game design? I don't know. Man, this game's getting weird.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice.
There's no way he's going to read the whole fucking thing.
Offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley?
Carpet
the game
textures.
was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't
Well, a 9
need
out of 10 is
new
not perfect.
content.
10 out of 10 is perfect.
All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the PlayStation. Boom, done. And they couldn't even do that. Couldn't resist the urge to go meddling with a beloved franchise. These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no, oh God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Wait. Is this an actual Steam
I
review?
could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny!
Is it an actual review?
Funny.
Whoa.
I'm trying to make a serious work of art.
Holy
I
shit.
suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Man, this game is just completely turned.
Okay, let's see what this
I was
is.
not expecting this as one of the endings.
While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness.
I wonder if these are actual, like, real Steam reviews.
I always, well, to be honest,
I mean,
I
don't know, are they?
As being rather terse to begin with.
They're neither real Steam
God,
reviews,
know how much
or
fuss
they're
I
obviously
cut from
fake
the game
ones
to
just to
get
put in the
it feel
game.
as light and airy as it, well,
It would be funny if they're real.
did, but maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered. What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall
Anything?
have.
What happens if I don't press
here
it?
it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it.
I'm not
It's
gonna
what
press
the
it.
players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people, and if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up.
Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices.
Oh, Jesus Christ, he's going to talk
and
for ages.
therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once. So, now you see, blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, no, until 245.
Oh, please don't go on for too long, because I don't want to press the skip
logic
button.
of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime.
Oh my God.
It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say... the story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once.
Fucking hell, how long is he going on for?
Blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much.
Please
and it
shut up.
can't be just yet. No, no, until 245. But the logic of elimination working
I don't want to
backwards,
press the button.
deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000
Oh, Jesus Christ, this is
years,
going on for
until
ages.
just yesterday, here and there, forward
He's
and back,
repeating the
and
same
never a
shit as
moment
well.
before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say... the story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time
Do I have to press the
everything all
button?
at once. So, now you see, blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too
Nah,
much, it can't be just
there
yet.
must be
No,
another
no,
option.
Until 245.
Oh my God,
But
he's
the
going
logic
on.
of elimination working backwards, the deduction
I'm gonna
therefore
give
becomes
it
impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000
1 more minute,
years,
2 more
until
minutes,
just
and then I'm
yesterday,
pressing the
here
button.
and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say... the story and
Jesus
the choices,
Christ.
or what have you, and therefore,
Do I
by
have to press the
becoming it
button?
is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end
Surely
of
he
time,
must stop
at
talking
which time
eventually.
everything all at once. So, now you see, blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, no, until 245. But the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say... the story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore,
Fuck
by
it.
becoming it is, so on and so forth, until...
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue for...
I'm just going to keep pressing the
there,
button.
sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes. Stanley!
Yeah, look,
Stanley,
is the clock
Stanley,
changing?
please don't push the button again. It's been,
Been 12 hours. Yeah, I don't care.
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're... Oh, Stanley.
The hell?
You're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week.
A week?
Or 2 weeks.
Oh, he said
I've been
years.
sitting-
Uh,
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again.
I can't see
Wilson.
shit.
I have had time to think
Oh, there's the
about
button.
you and about us.
I think he's dead.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said...
Shut up. Wow, this is going on a bit.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never
Man,
the
he's lost the
end,
plot.
is never
He's
the
fucking
end,
lost
is
it.
never the end, is 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 never the
I think the narrator's gone crazy. He's fucking lost it. What the fuck? The building's collapsing. Ugh. Got a bit cold then. Holy shit, the roof's caved in. The fuck? How long have we been here for? Decades? Okay, back to night again. I'm surprised the building's still standing. Come on. We've got to be getting closer to the end, surely. Well, that sounds good. Okay, so there's fucking ghosts now. Ah, and the button's fallen over. Oh. Fuck. How many years are we in the future? What's the world come to an end? Wait, can we walk wherever we want to? We can go wherever we want. Wow, there's literally nothing. And that should be the ending. Okay, well, that's going to leave it there. Wow, 48 minutes. I only thought this was going to be like a 20-minute video, but not bad. We got 3 or 4 endings done. Man, how long... If there is 40 endings to this game's got to be, like, 20 hours long or some shit. I don't know. But anyway, that's going to leave it. See ya.